Passion, what does it mean to you? You know, what does it mean to your physique goals? What does it mean to your everyday life? If you're passionate about the work you put in the gym, you gotta be passionate about the food you eat. You wanna eat a good meal. You wanna eat something off the map. You wanna eat something that you created and that tastes good. That's what this ribeye is gonna do for you. Welcome back to Everyday Beast. I'm Rob Smith, and today we have something very special for you, a post-workout meal. It's a ribeye recipe with a twist. It's good, it's tasty, you're gonna wanna have it. But as you know, before we get to that ribeye recipe, we need to put some work in. We have a hamstring and back workout today. We're starting with stiff leg deadlifts. We're moving over to the seated leg curls. After that, we have wide grip pull-ups, and we have a lat pull down next to the seated row machine, and then we're gonna finish off with some back extensions. Let's get this party started. So I was using a ketogenic diet when I was preparing for a show, and it's the leanest I ever got in my life. A ketogenic diet is a high-fat diet. You want minimal amount of proteins, and you want very little carbs. It's a lot of things that you don't typically have in your meal prep that a ketogenic diet allows for you to have. Your meal prep becomes a little bit more fun sometimes because, hey, you can have hot wings with a nice hot sauce with a butter base. So for somebody that might be a hard gainer, it might be a good option for you to try. I think today that there are a lot of sources out there that say, don't eat this, please eat this, work out here, don't have carbs here. But the reality is, if you just take the time to figure out what your body needs, you can create a lot of variety and great, delicious meals. That's a wrap in the gym. I'll catch you in the kitchen. Welcome back to the kitchen. We just crushed that back and hamstring workout. Now we're gonna make a special dinner. So the ribeye is one of the fattiest cuts of beef. It's full of flavors. When you look for a ribeye, you wanna check out the marbling, and that's where your flavor comes from. This right here is loaded and packed with some good flavor. So let's get this steak started. What I'm gonna do is put a little olive oil on both sides of it. Just gonna rub that in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. Flip it over. Do the same thing to the other side. I have a little salt and pepper mixture that I mixed up a few minutes ago. I'm gonna apply that to both sides. You know what? I'm not afraid of this because this is gonna make this ribeye amazing. So this ribeye has been sitting out for about 10-15 minutes, so it should be about room temperature. Anytime you cook your steak, you wanna make sure it is room temperature, so when it hits that pan, it's cooking right away. You gotta get that sizzle. When you put that steak in the pan, you wanna hear it go. That's music, baby. That is music. Somebody call Mozart. Today we're pairing this ribeye with Swiss chard. What is Swiss chard? It's a leafy green, it's packed with fiber, and it's something different. You know, it adds some texture to your plate and the flavor is amazing. I'm gonna steam that up. You gotta get creative when you're on a ketogenic diet. All right, so that's steaming. We started to render some bacon a few minutes ago. This is gonna be the base for our Alfredo sauce. So what I'm gonna do, got some mushrooms here we chopped up. Gonna throw those in like that. That steak, I guarantee you, is ready to be turned. Oh, baby. Another 3 minutes on that. This dish smells amazing. The whole kitchen is full of aromas that you can only dream of. I'm gonna take the steak, I'm gonna place it in the oven. We're gonna let that rest for a few minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna work on this Alfredo. So this dish has cream cheese, heavy whipping cream, and Parmesan cheese. All those flavors combined are so perfect and a perfect topping for your ribeye. The first step I'm gonna do with the Alfredo, I'm gonna add my heavy whipping cream to the pan. Just like that. We're working on it, I'm gonna let that simmer like that for a few minutes. We have our cream cheese. Incorporate that in there. Last step for the Alfredo, I'm gonna add our Parmesan cheese. You just wanna watch it all come together. Watch all the ingredients blend together as the cheese melts. I'm gonna add in a little salt and pepper and let that mellow out for a second. All right, now let's get this steak out. Once you pull a steak off the heat source, you wanna let it rest for about 10 minutes. So we have a 10-ounce steak today. You can buy a smaller steak, you can have a smaller portion of this. You have to make this fit into your goals however you want it to. Over with our bacon Alfredo. Top that off like that. All right, check it out. So there you have it. We hit our back today and made a delicious post-workout meal. We took some Swiss chard and prepared a tasty Alfredo sauce from bacon, and we seared our steak to perfection, putting it all together. This ribeye steak is perfect for your post-workout recovery. It's clean, it's healthy, it's good. This is The Everyday Beast. I'm Rob Smith. See you next time.